Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the Impact Program Entrepreneur Showcase here in Northwest Ohio. My name is Adam Salon. I'm a partner for entrepreneurial services here at Jumpstart in the Toledo office, and we are thrilled that you are with us this evening. We have a very fun night planned, very exciting night planned, and we are going to get to the stars of the show here as soon as humanly possible. I won't make you sit through too much of listening to me, and hopefully a lot of you have been to a showcase before. But if you haven't, here's the agenda for tonight. We're going to do some welcoming and do some introductions and kind of explain to you the way things work. And like I said, we're going to get to the stars of the show. So as I said, my name is Adam Salon. I'm part of the Jumpstart Toledo team. On behalf of Kenny, Amy, and Sarah, I want to welcome you to our fourth Impact Showcase, although be it our first virtually. So we're glad you're with us, and we are doing this for the first time ourselves. I also want to thank and welcome Freddie and his team and Patrick and his team in Cleveland who kind of make everything happen behind the scenes with the programming and the videos. But this is Jumpstart. We are here to support entrepreneurs. We work with entrepreneurs of all sizes in all industries and provide them educational opportunities, resources, and sort of the shining example of the resources we provide entrepreneurs is our Impact Program. And I'm very, very excited for you to hear a little bit more about that as we go tonight. You can kind of read the screen. I'm not going to read it to you, and I want to get to the action as soon as we can here. But there's over 100 people in attendance tonight. It's super exciting for us. And the main thing that I want to tell you about the Impact Program beyond what you're seeing on the screen is, guys, this is work. These entrepreneurs worked really hard and really long over the past 3 months or so, not only to put this presentation and answer the questions that you're going to see tonight, but really working collaboratively with their team of advisors, working in their business, but also on their business over the course of the last 12 weeks. And I think that's going to shine through, especially for those of you who know some of the entrepreneurs and can kind of know about the growth that's occurred. And like I said, we're really excited to show you that. Here's a little bit of information about what our entrepreneurs did for the past 12 weeks. You know, the cool part about this program and this cohort very specifically is it's super collaborative. It was really fun to hear the feedback and the ideas that the entrepreneurs had for each other and some of the advisors and mentors had for the teams as they go. But, you know, you can see this is a pretty intense 12 weeks, and it really forces you to work on your business while you're working in your business and make serious progress on some of these slides. And we're very happy to share the fruits of all that labor with you this evening. Here's a little bit more information again, and I'm not going to read it to you, but you can see sort of some of the preparation that was done for the entrepreneurs. As I said, there's meetings and classes and collaboration going on over the course of these 12 weeks. And you're going to be able to really see for yourself, like I said, how much work. I'm just so proud of all these entrepreneurs and the team of advisors that help them to get where they're at. So so I hope you can tell we're super excited. Here's how it's going to work tonight. You are going to hear a pitch that has been recorded by all the entrepreneurs. They are then going to get on live with our judges for 5 minutes of Q&A about their presentation, about their business. You can see a little bit what the judges have been prepared for to kind of grade the presentations and to come up with their questions and basically what they will be judged on. And, you know, again, as most of you know, everybody who's presenting tonight and has graduating from our program officially tonight is going to walk away with a nice chunk of money to put toward their business. And you're going to hear a lot more about what they're going to do with that money as we go through the presentations, but there is going to be one $10,000 prize awarded tonight based on the judges' feedback, and that company is going to walk away with a nice check to put toward the growth of their business. Very, very excited to introduce to you tonight's judges. I'm not going to get super in detail because I could literally talk for 10 or 15 minutes about all three of these folks and what they've done for our community and in partnership, not just for Jumpstart, but for Toledo. They're entrepreneurial. They are very, very accomplished, and we are extremely lucky to have with us Sandy Spang, Kirk Kern, and Jason Daniels. If our three fantastic judges would go ahead and turn their video on for us and maybe just give us a smile and a wave and a little salute or whatever. Good to see you guys on. I hope you guys can all see. Again, thank you so much to our judges. This is we were just talking before about how much work the entrepreneurs put into this, and our judges have embraced that and are very excited to be with us tonight. As I said, I'm not going to get into a ton of detail, but I think a lot of you know who these three individuals are and all the contributions they've made to our community, micro and macro. And I can assure you that all of them have made tremendous partnership with Jumpstart as well, helped Jumpstart, helped our entrepreneurs, and helped build our entrepreneurial ecosystem here. So thank you in advance and for all your contributions, and specifically, thank you very much for tonight, Sandy, Kirk, and Jason. We will be hearing much more from you guys later, but go ahead and leave your videos on if you want. And we are gonna get right to the stars of the show here. Here's our participants. I think a lot of you in the viewing audience know at least one of them and part of their stories. Again, I'm not going to get into detail because they're going to do a much better job telling their story than I ever could. But please meet Netra Hilliard, Linda Pello, Alex Quinones, John Drake, Deb Wilkins. We are going to actually talk a little bit more about each of these entrepreneurs later in the event, but we really want their work and their passion and their enthusiasm to speak for itself. And with that said, I hope you're as excited as I am. We are going to get started with the one and only Miss Netra Hilliard and Mohill Trash Out.
Greetings, this is Mo and I am Netra, and we're the founders of Mohill Trash Out. Mo and I, 7 years ago, faced an economic challenge and a financial hardship. So we decided it was time for us to start our own business. So we decided on property preservation. We started from one end of Nebraska and drove to about a 2-mile stretch down the other end of Nebraska to Collingwood. And we noted over 24 properties that were blighted, high grass, just complete blightedness down this 2-mile stretch. So we decided this was something that we can definitely get into and do. We further researched our market. Presently, we found that there's over 10,000 businesses in the city of Toledo. There's over 200,000 housing units, and with approximately 300,000 residents, there's 60,000 homeowner occupied units. Those 10,000 or those 100,000 investment homes, those landlords, as they turn over, they're not going to want to go into properties and get them cleaned out, but they definitely want them to turn over really fast. They want tenants to move. Once tenants move out, they definitely want to go into have those houses cleaned and go in and turn them over rather fast. Can you believe these two pictures? They're of the same room. The one on the right, that represents the peace of mind that we provide not only the landlord or the property owner, but we provide this peace of mind to the community and the residents in the community. For everyone from agencies to businesses to residents, we provide peace of mind by providing janitorial and debris removal solutions. Our debris removal services, our team of 6, they go in, they remove anything from as small as an appliance or freezer from Kenny's basement to a full-blown debris removal trash out for the Lucas County Land Bank to make a property in your community habitable. Our janitorial solutions, they're not only janitorial, but we provide a deep cleaning. We also provide sanitizing and disinfecting for your workspace or your office. By 2021, we want to own our own roll-off dumpster. We want to own our own vehicles. With over 37.5% or 37.5 inches of snow in a snow season in Toledo, Ohio, you can definitely see where there's a need for us to provide snowplow services and help keep the city streets, our residential streets, safe. When we talk about Mohill Trash Out and how we compare to the market, our turnkey services, they are enormous. The services we offer, they are revolving. You can use one service or you can use them all. With more of us being at home due to the pandemic, we are seeing more and more unwanted debris that has started from just a simple junk drawer. This is where Mohill Trash Out, we can assist you. We will be able to, unlike the city, we'll be able to remove everything. When you're trying to get ready to clean that basement out or that garage and you reach out to the city of Toledo, they're going to give you a window of time that they will be out. You're also going to be faced with some challenges as to what you can set out and how it can be set out. This is where we come in. We'll be able to remove everything for you and dispose of it properly. We'll also provide you an exact time that we'll be there. And you won't have the items sitting on your curb for days and days. We also utilize our team who are also local residents and could possibly be your neighbors. Let's talk about where we've been and where we're going. Mohill Trash Out, founded in 2014. We started with grass cuts. We used our family, our friends to do grasses. We used our family and friends when we got that first small debris removal contracts. By 2018, we were able to hire staff. 2019, we secured our first big contract. 2020, that was definitely a challenge for everyone, even us, our business. We took this opportunity to stress test our business, to look at how can we grab and get into additional markets. That's where we determined there's truly a need for all 4 lines of business, which by 2021, we'll be able to continue to increase our revenue and profit margins. And by 2023, we'll be scaling our operational structure. Our total revenues and profits have doubled over the years. Every year, we have pretty much doubled our revenue and our profits. By 2023, we'll be reaching almost $1 million as we've added 2 additional lines of business. Those 4 lines of business are going to all 4 compile revenue and profit to be able to reach that $1 million mark. We'll also be able to reach that $1 million mark by attracting more customers and clients through our most biggest investment in 2019, which was our truck decals, to handing out business cards, which almost 5% of our revenue comes from word of mouth, to having a full-blown website that's going to, one, create traffic, and two, be a customer portal, as well as an employee portal. So what will we do with the $10,000? We're going to purchase dumpsters. Our purchasing of dumpsters, we'll be able to own them. It's going to reduce our cost of goods sold, and we'll also be able to rent those dumpsters out when we're not using them. Having our own dumpsters is also going to come with vehicles. Our vehicles will be able to haul our own dumpsters around. We'll be able to create jobs. And that's going to help stabilize our communities and also keep them safe. Also be able to turn around our jobs faster. Our website and logo upgrade is going to generate traffic. It's going to allow our consumers to be able to go on our website and book services. It's also going to be an employee portal for our employees to be able to manage their work. As we talk about our employees are part of the community. They live in the community, they work in the community, and they take pride in what they do. We partner with Brothers United to provide mentorship to men who have the biggest priority of all of being fathers to their children. We've been able to mentor them with employment. We've been able to help provide financial stability by helping them secure part-time jobs. We've also been able to partner and work with the work release program to keep their residents employed. We further partnered with the Section 3 program with Lucas Metropolitan Housing Authority to help create their residents a job as well. Our community partnerships with United Way have definitely helped our team feel proud to be in the community and to be a part of the community. We hope to in the future partner with TPS to provide that same mentorship. And to also maybe secure contracts with them as well. I'll take you back down that trip that we took down Nebraska as we rode through and documented the blighted properties. We thought to ourselves, this is where our kids play at. This was not just a street that we chose to ride down. This was a street that we lived on. This is a community where we grew up at, where we take pride at. We want to thank you for listening. Questions, please.
Well done, Netra, and a big shout out to Mo. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Netra, and I know Mo, as always, is in full support, ready to roll. Judges, I am going to turn it over to you. If anybody wants to come off mute and get us started, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I would say ladies first, maybe. So looks like Kirk's off mute. Kirk, go ahead if you're off mute. Why don't you get us started?
No, I'm not a lady. I want to yield to my friend Sandy.
I love it.
Well, congratulations on a great job with the presentation, Netra. I'm really interested in those partnerships within the community and wondered if there was one that you maybe wanted to highlight a little more. I know that I hear from businesses all the time that it's difficult to find staff. And so it seems like maybe some of those partnerships are based around that, but kind of wanted to have you go a little bit more into depth on maybe a partnership.
Good evening, Sandy. Thank you for that question. Yes, I would definitely like to highlight our partnership with Brothers United. That has been a very impactful partnership for us. It has allowed us to employ lots of fathers and definitely be able to mentor them and just be a source of income for them to be able to provide stability for their families and just give that overall positive feeling for them, letting them know that they have that support and there's a support system out there. It's very encouraging to them, especially when they ride through the same neighborhoods that they've had an opportunity to help revitalize a home in. It's definitely encouraging and inspirational to them, and we definitely enjoy that and look forward to additional opportunities, even starting with TPS and starting a mentorship with them, getting kids out of school, and eventually we'll be able to grow that mentorship where that mentorship leads to them becoming maybe a supervisor or a manager with us along the line, maybe even entrepreneurship for them in the future as well.
Great. Thank you so much, Natra, for that answer.
Thank you for the question.
Kirk, I'm going to go to you. I just want to real quickly, I just know we got some help from our team in Cleveland. I know sometimes it's hard to see who's talking. If you'd like to see the presentations and the judges and panelists at the same time, you can click on view options at the top of your screen and select side-by-side mode. That may help you as you're viewing this. So thanks, Vicki and Freddie for that. And Kirk, take it away.
Hey, thanks so much, Adam. Guys, you did an awesome job. Congratulations to your success. That's really something. Netra, when you took me down Nebraska Avenue, I was right with you. Okay, so you did a great job. You put the visual in my head. I've got 3 quick questions, okay? And I'm just going to fire them at you, and then you can come back with them at will.
Thank you.
You've got a couple of business lines now. You're in the service business, and you're talking about adding snow removal and dumpsters, right? Hoppers.
Roll-off dumpsters.
Roll-off.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so that was you got that one. You clarified it for me. Trash out is your #1 generator of revenue. Why would you split when I'm seeing some, serious growth in your financials there?
Well, there's an opportunity for us to reach out into other markets. Our service is enormous and our staff is really big. They're really skilled and they enjoy doing what they're doing. There's a property preservation doesn't only lie in cleaning out homes, especially with the pandemic right now. It's an opportunity for us to preserve businesses as well and definitely keep employees safe and patrons that visit those businesses. So that's a reason for us to reach out and start growing our janitorial line into providing sanitizing and disinfecting.
Great answer. And all right, here's the last question for me. Mo, you ready for this?
Yes.
All right, here we go. So how do you two define success? How do you define success?
I would say in the work that we do and the growth. That's pretty much it. Mentorship. That's pretty much it.
Good job. Thank you. Awesome.
Yes, thank you. Welcome.
Very, very well done. Jason, to you.
Sure. Again, your presentation was great and always good to see great Toledo people doing great things. So my question, I really have 2 questions. The first one is, what makes the 2 of you uniquely qualified to build this business?
What makes us uniquely qualified to build a business, Jason? That's an amazing question. I like that question. What makes us uniquely qualified is we work together. We feed off of each other and we look at other opportunities where we can grow together and definitely grow the business. We both bring team and stability to the business.
Okay. All right, thank you. And you talked about your use of funds with this $10,000. My question for you would be, as you know, there are a number of opportunities for to receive other funds from other parts of both this city as well as other places. So my question for you is around future capital needs and profitability. And you talk about expanding and growing. I'm gonna go with you on that. So what would you do with $50,000? with your
What
business?
I would do with $50,000, Jason, I like that because we are actually reaching out for additional funds. And additional funds, what we would do with $50,000, well, we talked about the dumpsters. We're going to need somewhere to house those. We talked about vehicles. We're going to need somewhere to house those. We're also going to need additional employees, and we're going to need to be able to have an office where we can make sure that our business is ran out of under one building. So that's what we plan to do with additional funding once we secure that. We're going to purchase a building where we can definitely house everything in one area and continue to grow.
Thank you so much. Great
Thanks,
success to
Judge.
the both of you.
Thanks, judges. Great questions. Netra and Mo, again, great to see you. You did a fantastic job. We got to cut it off there, unfortunately, but we are hoping that everybody is going to connect with our entrepreneurs and us after the event going forward anyway. So again, thank you guys so much. We are going to keep the program rolling here. Next up, I am very excited to introduce my friend Linda from Waxed in the Glass City. Take it away, Linda.
Good evening. My name is Linda Pello. I am the proud owner of Waxed in the Glass City. I am a single mother of 4 amazing children, 2 girls and 2 boys, ranging from 5th to 12th grade. Busy is an understatement. I tell people my brows have more structure than my life, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm excited to pass on my knowledge to my daughter, who is currently enrolled in the Michigan College of Beauty. She will be a 3rd-generation beauty professional, following her grandmother, aunt, and her mother. Waxed in the Glass City opened its doors in February of 2019. After working as a wax trainer at a franchise for 4 years, I've seen what it takes to be a successful waxing studio, but I also seen things I wanted to change. We are the first in Toledo, Ohio to offer female and male full body waxing services, which makes us stand out. I also provide a comfortable and professional atmosphere where my clients can go to prepare before a bodybuilding contest, tattoo, boudoir, or modeling shoot. So let's address the elephant in the room. If you've ever seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, Bad Moms Christmas, or even watched a YouTube video of waxing, it's safe to say waxing has a stigma. Yes, waxing hurts and it's intimidating, but the evolution of hair removal has improved dramatically and is more tolerable than ever. All it takes is the right techniques, great products, and it sells itself. I never thought I'd make a living off waxing, but here I am and I'm loving it. The most common question I get asked is, how did you get into waxing? The answer is simple. I didn't choose waxing. Waxing chose me. After high school, I wanted to be a dermatologist. Like many teenagers, though, I struggled with acne, and it really took a toll on my self-confidence. But 11 years of schooling was a little longer than I cared to do. So then I decided to become an esthetician. An esthetician is a skincare specialist who can work in spas, cruise ships, dermatology offices, and even with plastic surgeons. I have personally worked as an esthetician in beautiful spas around Toledo. I'm also a medical assistant who has worked with cancer patients, and I'm a massage therapist. But one thing's for sure, I always find my way back to waxing. With so many places to go, why choose Waxed in the Glass City? My father always told me, do something so well that people are willing to pay you for it. I've been in the beauty field a long time, and one thing's for certain, I'm not the first spa and I won't be the last. How my clients are treated and their experiences are my main focus. I can teach anyone to wax, but customer service is what keeps them coming back. The beauty field is always changing and growing, so I stay inspired by attending education all over the US. If I waxed the way I did 18 years ago, I wouldn't have a business. I also keep my prices competitive. I want to make sure anyone can afford my services. As you've seen on the last slide, targeting both female and male Brazilians is extremely important, so let me explain why. I have people that drive from more than an hour away just to get waxed. Male Brazilians cost more because they require special training. Men don't talk about getting waxed as much as women, and I'm certain with the proper marketing, I could target more. Looking back at the last month, 1 out of every 10 Brazilians were males. Waxed in the Glass City services a vast clientele. Customers come to us for special occasions, vacations, as well as for hygienic reasons. Most of our appointments are quick enough to do on your lunch break. Just imagine that busy parent or overworked business person where there's never enough time in the day. Instead of shaving every day, just schedule a 15-minute appointment and wax every 4 to 6 weeks. This will save on time in the shower and save on water costs. Medical professionals who have seen the worst of the worst come to us and recommend us of how unsanitary razors are. They can be followed by skin irritation and possible infections. I have clients who have had to put drains in their underarms due to an infection that caused a boil, and by doctor's orders, they're not allowed to shave anymore. Putting medical reasons aside, confidence is what Waxed in Glass City is all about. Whether you want to be more confident walking down the aisle or posing for a boudoir shoot, waxing offers a great way to feel more comfortable in your own skin. Beauty is often focused on a look, but our business focuses on the feeling you get when you can walk out of an appointment feeling more self-assured. We are currently marketing on Google, Yelp, Facebook, and Instagram. Since we don't have a receptionist, the only way to book an appointment is by doing so online. I cannot achieve a successful business without a good team. These 4 elements added to my team are critical to our expansion. Like I said, beauty isn't just a look, it's a feeling. I created Waxed in the Glass City and Learning Center to combine customer service along with empowering beauty professionals to be their own boss, while creating a space for beauty professionals to continue learning. I am a licensed esthetician instructor for Ohio and State Board of Medical. I am a licensed aesthetics instructor for the Ohio and Michigan State Board of Cosmetology. I am excited to pass on my education to anyone willing to expand their clientele. Outreach opportunities are extremely important to me. Human trafficking are part of our mandatory continuing education hours through the state board, and I would like to learn more about these agencies and be part of the change in Toledo, Ohio. To grow my business, I will need to hire many people. I need to hire at least 2 receptionists by the beginning of 2021, along with a spa manager and an accountant. Social media is a specialty in itself, and I will need to hire someone to manage marketing. The training center will be open to any licensed beauty professional. It's full education. I've proven that there's a need for waxing, and here's what the numbers look like. Oftentimes, salon and spas challenge with high costs of inventory and supplies. In a waxing studio, our main supplies are wax and sticks, which keeps our overhead low, giving us more opportunity for profit. In 2021, we will be able to make an extra $94,000 by adding extra services and people. A receptionist will provide the opportunity to increase our retail, gift certificates, and package sales. This $10,000 will help me move out of my 10 by 10 room and into a 2,100 square foot building. This means with $10,000, I can generate $133,000 for 2021 compared to $38,000 in 2020. Each 10 by 10 room averages about $1,000 a day. Retail packages and brow bar will average $2,500 a month and $30,000 annually. Thank you for this opportunity to be part of the Impact Program. I have learned so much working with the advisors and the presenters. Being alongside of Little Tots Transport, Mohill Trash Out, Nerdy Design, and Tex-Mex has inspired me and opened my eyes to different businesses in Toledo and the importance of them. I would also like to thank my clients. Every picture you've seen in this slideshow were my actual clients. They are the reason for my growth, and I can't wait to bring them along on my success. I appreciate your time and consideration for this chance at $10,000.
Very, very well done. Linda, we are going to start our questions. First of all, I do want to say that Kenny volunteered to get waxed live on the event if we were going to do a live in-person event.
Lies.
But luckily for Kenny, we are still virtual right now. Let's go in the reverse order. We are going to start with my friend and also he for she. If any of you who know our friends Nina at Women of Toledo, my friend Jason Daniels, take it away. Jason, I think you're on mute. I just go ahead and start back over.
There we go. So I just wanted to say, great job on the presentation. And I learned a lot listening to that presentation as well. So I have 2 questions. One, you talked about marketing, and I'd love to get a sense of, I think right now you said like 90% of your business is word of mouth. Can you talk a little bit more about how you plan to market the business, especially once you move into the expanded facility from your 1-room space?
Yes, I feel like marketing is a specialty in its own, and that is not my specialty. With the proper marketing on Facebook and Instagram, that would just be game changing for my business alone, because my business is just word of mouth right now. So the only people that hear about me are people that talk about it, and not everybody talks about it. So that would be very helpful.
Okay. And then my other question was, you talk about your waxing, and then I saw the blueprint of the business. I could have missed this. Are there other businesses like Netra was talking about that will also take place within your facility, or are you focusing specifically on what it seems you're good at, which is waxing?
I've thought about opening it up to different skincare, whether it be facials or, I mean, I'll have the brow bar and spray tanning, but those rooms are going to be rented out by other estheticians or
Okay.
cosmetologists, whoever want to do that, and they will get 100% of their profit because they will be their own boss. I want to
Okay.
empower beauty professionals but I want to give them a good space to do it.
Okay. Gotcha. And that's where that income comes in, where you were saying was $1,000 a week or something like that?
So yeah, a typical wax room generates $1,000 a day.
Okay.
And they would be making that, so I would just be making profit from the spa room that they rent out.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well done. Kirk, why don't you go next if you're ready?
Sure. Hey, Linda, I applaud you for working really hard, support your family, and all the certifications that you have earned. Congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I've just got two quick ones. Jason did a great job of asking questions, and I'm going to kind of dogpile on a question that he had, because I'm not real certain that I understand revenue model here.
Yeah.
So 10 grand is going to get you a lease for a building that's 2,100 square. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sublease rooms out,
Yes.
correct, to other
Yes,
other
but I'll
individuals?
also have a training facility as well, so that way I can hold classes, and
Okay.
I will be offering, so according to State Board of Cosmetology, we have to take CEU classes,
Okay.
and I would be an accredited CEU instructor, so that therefore I could teach classes as well, and that's another part of my income, because right now, like, we're working with clients, I'm pretty tapped out with income, so I need
Sure.
to, those are just other sources of income that can
Would it
be part of that
be
picture.
more beneficial to hire another individual like you to replicate or duplicate income? I'm just throwing it out there. Don't know. You can think about that. You don't have to answer it. You can think about it.
Okay.
Here's the question that I have for you. All right. So you're talking about social media, and I love, all the things that word of mouth, got it. So what influencer or celebrity, right? Here's the question. Would you like to wax that could help you exponentially?
Oh, I would say Johnny Depp. I don't know. He's creative and he's unique, and I think he'd be fun.
Great question. Great answer.
Well done. Ms. Spang.
Thanks, Adam. Great job, Linda.
Thank you.
So I have a couple of questions. One, you are kind of counting on expanding the market for waxing.
Yeah.
And I was kind of interested to see that you did have some other revenue stream. You had the tanning and certainly the booth rental.
Yes.
But do you think that you're going to expand awareness of waxing, or are you going to move customers from other locations to you? Or are you going to try to expand to a larger regional reach? Where do you see the new customers for waxing coming from?
Well, and that's a great question, because right now, I have clients that drive from Detroit, Sandusky. I had an Illinois client drive to me. So I get a lot of clients from a lot of places, but that's why I incorporated the training center. The Midwest is about 10 years behind California or any other place down that's like all about beauty. So I actually had to fly to California to wax with the Wax Queen, and we don't have anything here in the Midwest. And I kind of want to bring a place for people to learn about waxing, beauty professionals, to learn how to wax properly, because a lot of people here right now are not waxing properly. Therefore, I get a lot of those clients that have had bad experiences.
Hey, real quick question, if Adam doesn't, if we don't run out of time here, is with the booth rental, you're now going to be a landlord, and they're going to have some expectations of you, clean towels, things like that. How do you think that's going to impact your ability to work with your own customers?
Okay, so it's not necessarily going to be booth rental. They're just renting out their space and they are going to be their own independent boss. I do it right now. I'm working out of a building with 38 other beauty professionals and we all take care of our own things. So my room, I'll take care of the cam areas, like the common areas, but they're responsible for their inventory, their supplies, their room. I will offer training because if they're going to be working under my building, I would like them to do it properly, but I want them to be just as successful as I am.
Great. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thanks, guys. We're going to leave it right there. Congratulations again, Linda. Well done. And great job all the way through. Great questions. Let's keep the night rolling. I want to introduce to you Alex. His wife Rosemary is super involved as well. We had a chance to get to know her, but Alex is going to be presenting tonight. Go ahead and take it away.
Hello, and welcome to Tex-Mex Tortillas, a fixture in South Toledo for 60 years. My name is Alex Quinones, and together with my wonderful wife Rosemary, we operate Tex-Mex Tortillas. For 25 years, I've been happily married to Rosemary. We have 6 kids, and we're blessed with 19 beautiful grandchildren. So you might be wondering why a couple that's near retirement age would want to get involved in a new business. Well, I'm kind of a workaholic, and I was able to convince my wife that this new business could help me stay active once I retire from my job. So I went ahead and jumped right into a new business. So actually, Tex-Mex was founded in 1956, started by a couple by the names of Billy and Maria Reyna. Billy was from Texas and Maria was from Mexico. And that's where they came up with the name Tex-Mex. Now, Maria learned how to make corn tortillas in her native Mexico. Of course, back then they had to grind the corn by hand or by a mechanical apparatus. And now we have electric machines with big grinding stones that do it. So anyways, they opened up a storefront and they started to sell their corn tortillas. First, they sold them to the neighborhood and also to a lot of the Latino migrants that would come up north to work in the farm fields. Billy would load up his truck and head out to the farms in Northwest Ohio and sell his tortillas to them. And Tex-Mex has been providing tortillas ever since. Over the years, Tex-Mex has expanded from not just selling corn tortillas, but to other ethnic food products, including our own brand of salsa, the masa that we use in our tamales, barbacoa, menudo, and of course, tamales. So Tex-Mex has been open for 60 years. And you might ask, how have they been able to do it? I believe it's our uniqueness. And what makes us unique and what makes us stand out from our competition? Well, first, it's our process. Tex-Mex brings the process and the flavor of the old country. We don't use flour to make our masa. We cook and grind our corn right here on site that we use to make our corn tortillas and masa for tamales. There really is an art to combining the right pressure to the grinding stones to grind the corn and the right amount of water that you need to get the right texture and the moisture that we need for our masa. Of course, there's other variables involved into making our tortillas, like what temperature should we use, at what speed should the oven be running. All of these must be perfect in order for our tortillas to come out fluffy, moist, and flavorful. Because I don't know about you, but when I've tried other tortillas from the different stores and vendors, some of them got a distinct odor to them, which is probably the preservatives that are in them. And at Tex-Mex, we don't use preservatives in our tortillas. And so our tortillas smell like corn. And I believe that's what makes us stand out from our competition. And that's what's kept the people coming back for 60 years. They look forward to the freshly baked tortillas that we provide for them every Saturday and Sunday morning for 60 years. At times we have them lining up outside our store, just waiting to come in for a chance to get their tortillas. And as far as our competitors, La Perla Tortilla Factory is one of our competitors. They distribute tortillas and tortilla chips. And the other competitor would be La Paloma Bakery, but they focus mostly on their tamales and their home-baked Mexican pastries. So who is our market customer, our target customer? Well, right now, we depend mostly on our strong base of loyal, longtime customers. But we do expect to expand our market into other areas like large events and gatherings, which hopefully we hope to get when we start up our website. The food trucks that have come into the area in the last few years, restaurants, and finally to grocery stores. And how do we plan on expanding the market? Well, we've already started. We started advertising in the La Prensa, which is a Hispanic Latino newspaper, which has circulation in Northwest Ohio and Cleveland, also in Southeast Michigan, including Detroit and Michigan, which have very large Hispanic communities. And of course, as I mentioned before, we're also having our website built, which will have options on it for customers to place pre-orders on large amounts of tamales or tortillas. And it will also give us an avenue to get feedback from our customers. And we're also going to be on social media. We're opening up a Facebook page. And of course, we're going to continue to depend on word of mouth from our longtime customers. So where has Tex-Mex been and where's it going? Well, it's amazing to believe that as kids growing up in the 70s, both me and Rosemary used to come to Tex-Mex with our parents. I mean, we never knew that someday we'd own the place. But that's exactly what happened in 2016. In 2016, the second generation owner simply lost interest in the business and decided she wanted to retire. And since she's never was married and never had any kids, we decided to get involved. So we bought in as a partner and we began to learn the business. It started with 2 full-time employees and 1 part-time employee as a partnership. And in 2018, the partnership dissolved, of course. And then in 2020, we reopened as a single member LLC. Right now, we're operating with 1 full-time employee and 3 part-time employees. And we plan to add another employee probably within the next 3 months. As far as our financial projection, Tex-Mex has grown from $7,000 a month in revenue in its first year as a partnership in 2016 to $8,000 a month in revenue in 2017. And now we're projecting $14,000 a month in revenue in our first year as the LLC. That's a 100% increase in just 3 short years. And we credit that growth to simply making some simple management and operating changes. In the future, Tex-Mex foresees that once we implement all our market strategies, we're going to continue to grow. We're projecting a 20% growth for 2021, which will net us a yearly revenue of $207,000. And Tex-Mex will accomplish this by simply increasing our weekly customer traffic by 16%. Lastly, how would we use the $10,000 award? Well, there's a lot of things that are needed. I mean, employees, equipment, capital, parking lot. But I would say the most important thing that we need, besides the tamale machine, would be a new roof. You see, Tex-Mex is situated in a line of old buildings on Broadway Street. They've been neglected for years and poorly maintained. So I would have to say a new roof. $10,000 wouldn't be enough to do it, but it's a good start. And I'm sure we can find a way to come up with the rest of the money. So in closing, I would like to thank the Impact Program for the opportunity to participate in this class. And I will be glad at this time to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Another great job. Thank you, Alex. We are going to get right to the judges. We have some entrepreneurs and some participants who know all about working with spouses and family members in their businesses. So very, very apropos. Just to spread it around evenly, Kirk, let's start with you and we'll go down the list for one question each.
All right, Adam. Alex, great story. I've had your products. Muy bien. Excellent. Delightful. Love it. Here's the question I have for you. I wasn't able to understand, or maybe I wasn't paying attention because I'm old and hard of hearing, but your distribution model, are you distributing products locally into retailers now or not?
Not at this time. That's one of our goals is to, we have had a few people that come in that run like a food truck. They've come in and they bought, but we don't got no contract or nothing like that, but they come in and buy. We've had one guy that owns a food truck and one person that owns a restaurant that he said he wants to start buying our product, but he hasn't really come in and started doing it.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very well done. Jason?
Alex, again, thank you so much for the presentation tonight. And I thank Kirk for asking the question I was going to ask. So my question would be around, it's a little specific, but when I think about your model, one of the things you put for 2021 was servicing your food truck clients. Can you share a little bit more about what that means? I'm trying to figure out how that growth gets you to that extra 20% in 2021. But when you say food truck clients, do you mean creation of your own food truck or selling them your product?
That's correct. Selling them my product. Because there's been a lot of food trucks that have come into Toledo in the last few years. And, you know, some of them may not want to be making all of their food because even they may want to offer tamales. We got pretty good tamales. So they may want to buy them from us rather than taking the time to make them, because if they take so long to make. So that'd be one of the reasons why they would rather buy from us instead of, you know, taking that extra time to make that extra product.
And so
and
then
they can concentrate.
Great.
They
so
can
then my
concentrate
question
on their other stuff. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. So my question, Alex, would be what percentage, do you know what percentage of these potential food truck orders plays into your 20% growth margin? Is it 2%, 5%?
Well, as far as the growth on my slide, that is going to be due strictly by the in-store traffic that we get. Right now, we track how many customers we get per week and what the average sale is. And if we increase that by 16%, our growth will go, our revenue will grow by 20%.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Sandy?
Thanks. Well, I think Kurt kind of asked the question we were all interested in is, are you, focused on expanding wholesale business, but let's look a little bit at your retail business because you're expecting growth in that. Do you see expanded hours? Maybe it's the new tamale machine. How do you see yourself being able to capture a greater market share of the walk-in customers?
Well, we are expecting to hire another full-time employee because we can hardly keep up with the demand right now. We sell out every weekend. We sell out tamales. So, and then as soon as we have our website up and going, we expect to get the exposure so that others will start placing orders via that channel. And because of that, that's why I expect to hire more people.
Thanks, Alex.
Very well done.
You're welcome, Sandy.
We're gonna leave it there. Alex, I was interested. You were talking about the tamale machine. I thought you were talking about Evan and Frankie and Matt and those guys from our preferred partner, Winhouse Software, who's been
Yeah, they're a tamale eating machine.
tamale eating machine. Yeah. Very, very well done. Congratulations and thanks again, Alex. Great questions, great presentation. Let's keep the program rolling. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to the one and only Mr. John Drake from Nerdy Designs.
Hi, this is Nerdy Designs. Look, it's me. You know, I was born in Omaha, Nebraska. And, you know, over the years, I've lived in 7 different states. I've been doing web and graphic design for over 13 years. I started off being self-taught, and then I went to school. I have, you know, four actual associate's degrees: computer repair, networking, web design, and graphic design. Also, that's helped me be able to grow my business. I have over 20 years plus in retail, servicing large clientele and also one-on-one with customers. And on top of that, I'm a father of 5 kids. It's a really busy life. Okay, that's enough about me. Let's talk about Nerdy Designs. You know, Nerdy Designs was started back in 2007. It was a side job to help bring in more money for the family. I didn't treat it as a business. You know, I love to brag about it. I was a business owner. Things happened. It propelled me where I actually had to take Nerdy Designs and make it a full-time job. Back around 2018, I was working out of fast food places, especially McDonald's. I'd work there 7 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day, because I didn't have a spot at home. I didn't have internet at home to work or take clients in. So I did it outside the house. This year, I am proud to say I've got my own place. I've got my own home office, and it's great because it allows me to be able to have customer meetings, have a place where I can go work and concentrate on Nerdy Designs. My services. Of course, we offer web and graphic design. What else will we offer? But along with graphic design, I also offer print services, social media marketing, and I will help consult with the business and help them try to figure out the plan so they can grow their business too. Who's my audience? Of course, small businesses. Here you can see a lot of local businesses that I've helped with their graphic design needs and help grow their business. Some have started off coming to me and I branded them with their business cards, their logos. Others were established businesses in the area, and I've helped make them grow even bigger. Unlike my competition, I have no problem and getting my hands dirty and learning their business. I've been on food trucks and I've made the food, and it's helped me be able to know what's going on and design something to help grow their business too. Speaking of my competitors, here's kind of a breakdown of some local competition. Across the board, we're all pretty evenly matched up. Some lack in some areas, others are strong in areas. But overall, I think Nerdy Designs is one of the best design firms in the Toledo area. My go-to-markets, how do I get my clients? Word of mouth. Referrals are huge for Nerdy Designs. My clients love me, love what I do for them, so they refer me to their friends. My first client from 2007 is still a client to this day. Social media, I have almost 2,000 likes on my Facebook page, and people message me wanting work too when they see what I can do. Meetings, I have no problem going to set up out in public and sit down and have meetings with my clients. Also, me being there, people see my logo and they ask for business cards because they might need a web or graphic designer. My website, I just relaunched it last month, added a bunch of brand new content, streamlined it, and I'm hoping that will bring in a lot more clientele too now. Speaking of my website, here's some of the things I think clients want and look for when they do a Google search. Of course, you got your typical graphic designer, web designer, social media marketing, other things. Nerd Designs is known for eye-catching designs and fast turnaround time. Unlike my competition, most of my clients get their mock-ups and their designs within 24 hours, whereas other designers, it might take a week. My marketing channels, same thing as my go-to-market, my referrals, my social media, my website. I count on all that to help bring in future clients too. My financials. You can see, like I said, 2018 was where I started taking it full time. It was a rough year for me. It was new, doing it full time. 2019, I kicked it up and I doubled my income. Even with COVID hitting this year, Nerdy Designs is on track to do almost 50% more what we did in 2019. I'm taking a little bit conservative step back. I know I can't continue growing at that pace, but I know if I were to win, I would be able to put that money and grow my business even more. So that's why I've kind of stepped up a little bit. My timeline, like I said, 2007, Nerdy Designs started up. 2017, I decided I was going to dust off Nerdy Designs, and I did a brand revamp, brand new logo, brand new marketing material, and the brand new color scheme, and it's worked really well for me. 2018, 2019, I made it a full-time job. 2020, I knew this was going to be something with my home office, the business growing. I ended up getting my LLC for Nerdy Designs too, which was huge for me. Hopefully in a few years, I would love to have my own office outside my house with larger print equipment so I can do larger scale print like vinyl, banners, things like that I'm not able to do currently. The goals for the Impact program, networking. There are a lot of great businesses that has been part of the program, that's currently with the program, that I get to network with. Learn new skills. I've been in business 13 years. I've taken business and marketing classes in college, and I still have learned a lot from this program. And with those new skills, I would love to be able to grow my business, and I know I have the tools that will be able to help me grow my business. And why else would I be in the program? I want to win that $10,000. So when I win, I'm going to hire an employee next year. In order to grow and show the growth that I projected, I need to have an employee to help take off some of the work off my plate, let them concentrate on designs. I can concentrate on bringing in new clients and growing the business even larger. I want to be able to invest in equipment. I'm going to need a new workstation for that employee. Also, marketing material. In order to be able to grow, I need the marketing material to get myself out there. And the great thing about my business, why I love working with local Toledo clients, Ohio businesses, I can take it nationwide. I can be able to grow the business and have clients all over the country, being able to enjoy what Nerdy Designs is all about. Well, thank you, guys. Any questions?
Very, very well done, John. I will give you a chance to get your camera on, let our judges collect their thoughts. Sandy, I'm going to start with you, but again, congrats, John. Your skills and your personality shine through in the presentation. I love it. Sandy, take it away.
Yes, John, congratulations. It was fun to watch and a great presentation. And congratulations on being successful in what's a pretty crowded business sector. And my question is really, you talked about being successful with small businesses. How do you convince a small business that's struggling, especially during this period of COVID, but how do you convince them to move to professional marketing and design in a world where everybody's got the equipment to do it themselves?
That's a good question. It's hard, really. The thing is a lot of times things that they don't realize they might need come up. A lot of times I run into problems with taking clients on that do a lot of their own work and they don't have the tools they need, like a logo. They may use an app to build a logo, but they don't realize that in order for you to be able to print that logo on a t-shirt or a business card, you needed to have it with no background. You needed to have it as, not to get too technical, but you need to have it high res. You need to have it a large DPI to print it. And most of the time those apps and whatnot don't do that for them. And then that's when they start running into problems and realize they need somebody to help them out.
That's a great answer. And I'm glad you got technical because I think that's the point, right? The extra ability and skills. So thanks, John.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jason, go for it if you're ready.
Yep. My question is around your expansion. But before I ask the question, I just want to clarify. So John, is it just you right now running the business?
Yes, it's just me.
Okay. So when you talked about wanting to hire someone else on next year, potentially with the $10,000, I guess my question is, in your presentation with your projections, you talked about in 2021, getting up to 300 graphic design clients. And my question for you is, you hadn't hit that number. I think the highest number you had was around 200. I think this year you're on track for that. So
roughly about 225 this year.
225 this year, and trying to get to 300 next year. So with that other person that you're looking to bring on board, I'm assuming, is that like a part-time role?
Yes, I would like to start them off as part-time, and then if the business keeps on growing, move them to full-time.
Okay. And just so I'm clear, last question is, when you talk about the number of graphics clients that you have, those are all of the clients, right?
Yes.
Depending on whatever they may need, correct? And then what is your most profitable part of your business, of the services that you provide? You had lots of stuff on the screen, but what are you known for, and what is the signature product that really makes you money?
The money maker is the websites, because it's pure profit. It's no need for printing, no need for anything outside. I hand code it. But ultimately websites take time to build.
Correct. And
so it takes away from graphic design. But ultimately I am known for my graphic design work.
Gotcha.
It's the eye-catching designs. It's the one-off. If you've seen one of my designs, you haven't seen them all. I custom tailor all my designs to fit each client and their needs and what kind of business they do.
Gotcha. Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, John, you did a great job. Every graphic designer I've ever run into, which I've been known to know a few, have a cool personality, and you've got that personality. So, and you are a true bootstrapper, my friend. You've been bootstrapping since, would you say, 2007? So congratulations to you. I just got a quick question. Everything's online now. So when you talk about having 225 clients, Jason asked a great question. Where are your clients located? Are they located around this area, or are they located throughout the world?
Probably 75% is Ohio and Toledo area.
Okay, so
And-
you got a real great opportunity to expand using this 10K to go out and shake the bushes of the U.S. and the world, right? Because they all want to be a client of Nerdy Designs, I would guess.
I mean, the thing is I've got special niche areas I've really excelled at, like the food truck industry, designing for them. And so when word starts getting out, I have picked up food truck clients all over the United States.
Very cool.
For what they've seen, what I've been able to do for the local food trucks.
Great job.
Thank you.
Adam, back to you.
Very well done. Thanks a lot, guys. That was great. John, again, congrats. Speaks for itself. Very, very well done.
Thank you.
Let's keep the presentation rolling. Last and certainly not least, I want to welcome Deb Wilkins from Little Tots Transport. Deb, congrats in advance and take it away.
Welcome to Little Tots Transport. My name is Deborah Wilkins, and I am from Warren, Ohio. I moved to Toledo in 1989 to pursue my higher education at the University of Toledo. I have been a foster parent for over 18 years, and I was recently sworn in as a court advocate, or CASA, to continue to serve children who are in the foster care system. I am the mother of 6 children, 2 biological and 4 adopted. My 4 younger ones all have special needs. They are in range from 8, 9, 9.5, and 14. I am the CEO of Little Tots Transport. 6 years ago, I was in need of transportation for my own child who has autism, fetal alcohol syndrome, and has social emotional delay. This does not afford him the luxury of riding a traditional school bus. It was not cost effective for me to pay another company, and it was costing me the same amount of money by taking off work twice a day to transport him myself. I jokingly said I was going to start my own company, and shortly afterwards, I did just that. Little Tots Transport specializes in offering services to children with special needs. We cater to families who have challenges using traditional modes of transportation. Our solution is to safely transport children to and from designated locations in a timely manner for the parents. Little Tots is unique in making sure we keep our time management for everyone to 1 hour or less for the entire ride. Many of the companies we would hear about, individuals would be on the vehicles 2 to 3 hours. We also are specific to children, as there are plenty of companies who transport adults. We'd like to make the trips enjoyable, as sometimes they can be lengthy. We have fun, we sing songs, and we just have a good time. We do have a designated adult transportation, which is right on time transportation, in which we transport adults with disabilities to adult day services as well as community employment. This is an area in which many individuals struggle to find adequate services in our community. Transportation is the most frequently reported problem for people with disabilities. While some people with disabilities have difficulty with limited or no public transportation, others have trouble with inaccessible infrastructures and systems. In addition, people with intellectual and developmental disabilities often have trouble with many of the skills that using transportation requires. We currently serve 15 individuals who have Medicaid waivers and would like to expand these services soon. We did hit a challenge during COVID. We were unable to transport children to school as the schools had been shut down. So during this challenging time, we switched from transporting children to delivering meals to families who were unable to make it to different locations to pick up the meals. We were able to partner with different schools and food service companies to provide this free of charge. The positive outcome of COVID was that we did increase clientele from the DD community, and we're able to safely and cleanly get them to and from their designated locations. We make sure we sanitize daily and in between trips. Everyone is to wear a mask. We use thermometers to check temperatures, and we make sure we have plenty of hand sanitizer available. We also were able to deliver the meals free of charge to families who were unable to make it to locations to pick them up. We were safe in this area where we did doorstep drop-offs and allowed safe distancing and able to do so. Little Tots Transport uses a variety of sources to market our business, such as social media, word of mouth, and other community relationships such as school boards and DD boards. We do have a website, littletotstransport.com, where you are able to look at the different needs that we offer, as well as request a ride through our website. We also use Facebook, emails, and flyers to distribute our information to the community. Little Tots began with one small daycare size vehicle and a small minivan. As we grew, we were able to purchase 2 additional daycare size vehicles to transport up to 40 kids at any given time around the community. We did have a slight setback in 2017, which is why we scaled back on services. Although our income increased, it remained steady in 2018 and 2019 as we learned more about the business industry. We were once again able to increase services in 2020 as we regrouped. We have seen steady growth this year alone, and we hope to exceed more than $60,000 in income and over $120,000 in revenue. As we add Medicaid services in the upcoming year, we would hope to increase services for individuals, which will increase revenue to over $100,000 in the upcoming year. As projections would show, we could potentially increase revenue to over $200,000 in 2023 and over $300,000 in 2024. We would use the grant funding to offset the cost of job recruiting, training, and advertising. This would allow us to expand services in and around the Toledo area. We would like to hire 2 to 4 additional individuals to put 2 or more vehicles back into rotation. As we hire these individuals, we would like to hire the individuals that best suit the needs of our clientele. It is a special group of people who help continue to make our transportation company grow. Our services are targeted for individuals with special needs and other developmental disabilities. We do not limit our services to these individuals, but they are our focus. We created a nonprofit agency called A Different Needs Community to offer families relief with transportation costs who do not qualify for Medicaid waivers or have the support of their local school district. This is where we also would like to create additional volunteers in this area in order to increase our revenue and increase our funding to help as many people in our community as possible. Thank you for listening to our presentation. And if you have any questions, we would be more than willing to answer and look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Excellent. Great job, Deb. DM for Little Tots Transport masks to wear around. Jason, let's start with you.
Well, thank you, Deborah, for that presentation. I have a few quick questions. One, do you own the vehicles that you use to transport?
Yes, I do. I own 2 outright, and I do have a purchase agreement on the newer vehicle. I also was in the process of purchasing 2 additional vehicles, but have had to put that on hold until we see what's going to happen with the school districts and when they will reopen.
Okay. Another quick question. You showed us some charts, I think, that started in 2022 with potential contracts with various government agencies. Do you currently have contracts now with those agencies, or is that just your projection based on expansion?
No, we currently have contracts. I am an independent provider with the State Board of DD. We use Lucas County Board of DD to recruit potential clientele that would like to use our services. I also have contracts with different school boards around the supporting community, Toledo location. But with schools being shut down and opening and closing, we haven't done school transportation yet this year.
Okay. Last simple question. So since a majority of your clients are not in school, or they're going back and forth, and you talked about delivering meals, which I think is a great, tremendous in the social impact area. Do those contracts pay out for you if you're not necessarily, working on the human side, but supporting it through the meals?
Well, it is free of charge. It was
Okay.
just something I felt the need was out there. I
Mhm.
looked at if children needed transportation to school, how in the world would they be able to get to the locations to pick the meals up?
Okay.
I always feel like when you are out doing a service, you will be blessed in whichever way, it'll come back to you. So I feel like I'm truly blessed as far as being able to provide that service without it adding additional financial strain on the business.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Deborah.
Beautiful. Kirk, let's go to you next if you're ready.
Sure, Deborah, great job. Congratulations on seeing a problem and then creating a solution. That you're what we call an everyday entrepreneur, and I applaud you. Also, to my friend Jason, my new friend Jason, I'm going to give him props too, because you did a great job of pivoting. Right, COVID hit, and you decided you didn't have any kids or people to transport, so you transported food. So that's heads up too. I just have a couple of quick questions. Let me understand. You have two SBUs, strategic business units, right? You've got Little Tots, and then you also have, actually you're more than that, Little Tots, then you have Right on Time, correct?
Correct.
So those are two independently owned, or are they, how does that work?
So we created the second portion of the business to assist adults with disabilities. Our main focus and the reason why we began was to support families with children with special needs. But even with that, I still saw the need that there were plenty of adults who needed the services. And so I was glad to be able to offer the help for both.
Okay.
Our main focus is and will be on children. And even now, like I said, with COVID and things being shut down, this seemed to work out that I was still able to continue services with that being shut down.
Okay, so job training and advertising, those are what you're going to be using the 10K for.
Yes, I would like to recruit. We have a couple of vehicles that are not in use at this time, and I would like to be able to recruit to be able to grow and offer these services once they are back available for the children. I'm hoping we won't be shut down forever.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be back to doing school transportation soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Great questions. Want to always know where to end with a bang, end with Sandy bringing it home for us as always. Finish us off with the question, Sandy.
Well, I really am just so impressed with you, Deborah. You've obviously taken what you learned in life working with your own children, and you've applied it to benefit a lot of other folks too. So, and I have to agree with everyone else. Great COVID pivot, a really positive way to move forward in a tough time. I'm kind of interested in a little bit more about the market. It seems somewhat finite, and so I'm kind of interested in, how you perceive your competitors and how you, obviously you have public transportation like TARPs, which I'm sure that right on time transportation, I get that that's what one of the things that you can offer is that door-to-door service, but like to hear you as you talk about expanding, which obviously you need people and you need vehicles, but you also need customers. So can you talk a little bit about what you know about the market?
Yes, so even in the recent, in this year, even before COVID hit, there were some transportation companies who had decided to stop offering transportation to some of our clientele. And as my name had started to be spread around, I was receiving a lot of phone calls to start picking up a lot of extra work through the Board of DD in particular. And as we move forward into COVID, where some of the day halves also were opening but not offering transportation, again, my phone was ringing off the hook. I'm very grateful for that, that over the 5 years that I have become a staple of sorts in the Toledo area, and would love my name to be able to continue to get out there and grow in addition. One of my goals for next year is to become an agency provider with the state, to where I could offer additional services to more and more individuals. As of right now, I can only operate pretty much one vehicle, as I'm the only one who can drive my DD clients. So that is where I would like to see the growth on the right on time transportation portion, which I know that that is something that I will be able to do in the future, as you know, as soon as I can secure that agency certification.
Deborah, do you operate 7 days a week?
I used to. I am a single person, and as of right now, I'm currently operating individually. So I had to scale back and only work Monday through Friday. My
Is there
goal is
weekend
as I
demand?
hire. What'd you say?
Is there weekend demand?
There are some, but not a lot at this time, due to what who we service. Most of the programs that the individuals are in are Monday through Friday. So that kind of seemed to work out. There are a handful of individuals who do need weekend services, and that's what I would like to do once I become an agency provider, so that we can offer those services on the weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Great. Guys, we are going to leave it right there. All I can say is congratulations to everybody, and thank you so much. I think everybody watching is realizing why I was so excited to hear these presentations, and to let these entrepreneurs tell us a little bit about their businesses. So what's going to happen at this point is our judges, please turn off your cameras, mute yourselves, which I think you are, but stay in the Zoom meeting. Our judges are going to log on to a separate Zoom meeting and deliberate while you enjoy a socially distanced fireside chat with the one and only Kenny Farrar. Judges are going to be deliberating. Kenny and I have a little bit to tell you about some of the, bit more about some of the businesses, and a little bit more about what happens at Jumpstart. So Kenny, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm Kenny Farrar. I'm the Deal Flow Associate here in the Toledo office. I probably met quite a few of you. If you're enjoying tonight's program and finding the presentations interesting, great, I certainly am. And if you think you want to participate, certainly apply to the Impact Program cohort number 5. Looking forward to doing this next year. The application is now open, so go right ahead and put in your information if you've applied before. Do it again. This could be the time that you're getting in. If you want to get more information, just reach out to me or anyone at Jumpstart, and we'll be glad to help you out. So we look forward to seeing your names in the application.
And just while we're doing that too, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of our workshops, but I want to give a big shout out to Roy Hodge as well. He is an entrepreneur in residence. He's an entrepreneur. He's also our head of outreach here in the Jumpstart office. So a lot of you know him. Being around the community, feel free to reach out to any of us to get involved with some of the different and exciting things happening, both for entrepreneurs, partners, subject matter experts. And with that said, we want to make sure to show you and talk a little bit about some of the things upcoming. Don't necessarily need to read them to you, but we are very excited for some of the other programming that we have internally within Jumpstart going out. We've been very, very blessed to have some subject matter experts as well as our internal Jumpstart team be able to provide some expertise, some coaching, some sharing of resources. And you know, there's just really a lot of good stuff going on. I do want to highlight real quickly the blueprint program. Kenny, that's kind of a pre-impact sort of impact type program, right?
Yes. The Blueprint program is great, especially for those who have goals of being in the impact program. They cover a lot of the initial courses and information you need to know before getting into the program. But it's just great in general for starting your business and just getting off on the right foot.
They don't call them the best in the business for nothing, folks. And speaking of Kenny, we another real popular thing we've been doing is the digital marketing stuff. Again, a big shout out to Patrick and Patty and the marketing team at Jumpstart, who do a great job with all of us together, putting this stuff together, putting this on. I would be remiss if I didn't also give a big shout out to Sandy Spang, who is going to be on a webinar Thursday that I will be moderating with some COVID information for the Northwest Ohio region as well. So I know she would not be happy with me if I didn't say that, and I'm not in the business of making Sandy upset. So Kenny, you want to talk a little bit about our business advising?
Yes, and Adam, you're the greatest, of course. Everything he said as far as programs and everything we offer, the resources and specific things, if you want more information, definitely reach out to us. But I mean, just basic business assistance from whether it's something specific like digital marketing or just general advice on your business or getting connected to a resource that can help you get to the next level or make a task simpler. Reach out, apply, and we'll help you with whatever you need. We'll find a resource for you.
Yeah, well said. And I just want to add to that and say, the entrepreneurs and Jumpstart for that matter are successful because of the tremendous ecosystem we have here in Northwest Ohio and the support we have from our full Jumpstart team across Northern Ohio. And not only is it business advising, but we need mentors and advisors. We need preferred partners to work with our entrepreneurs who understand where they're at in their business. We need subject matter experts to help us with programming and make sure we're dialing in the latest and greatest connections and resources for entrepreneurs. All of our judges have been involved in some capacity with that, and we are able to leverage all of that for our entrepreneurs. Our BGC partners, big shout out to you guys, especially the folks that have been mentoring through our impact program. So it's a testament to everything that goes on here in Northwest Ohio and all of our partners and friends that we can offer all these services. So thank you, and please sign up, refer somebody, let us know if we can help your business no matter what stage you're at. So. Well, we're going to give you a little bit more. This is going to be like the behind the music of our 5 entrepreneurs, a little bit more detail on them. We've spoken to some of their advisors, and we just want to share some cool stuff about some of our entrepreneurs. I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Mo and Netra through this process, and man, I can say they are always on. I mean, they are hardworking, they're collaborative. We met in person a ton, and Netra and Mo took this program so seriously and really dug in. And for me personally, every week meeting at Sidelines, there was progress, and it was, you could just tell how much they care, and you can see, and I think it shows through in what they do for the community, mentoring the people through the programs they do. And just a personal thank you to you guys for making it so fun to work with and allowing me to help you. It's really been a blast.
Yeah, Netra, one of the things I like about Netra and her business and just the effort she puts in is really her preparedness, her motor, and her desire to learn really stands out. So it's pretty clear that she's, you know, ready and motivated to learn all types of things that entrepreneurs need to know, but also little things, very detailed things that make it clear that she's definitely someone who is going to be successful. And I'm proud to have been working with her this cohort.
And, you know, Mo, you are sometimes the wind beneath our wings. And, but when you talk, everybody listens. A man of few words, but certainly powerful when he speaks. So big shout out to my man, Cakes. Love you. Thank you so much. Linda, you know, just I'm just glad neither of us got waxed for this. I'll start with that. But Linda, I'm just so proud of you for you know, pushing through, and your presentation came out great. I was able to meet with Linda a little bit and seeing the progress, and we talk about working on your business and in your business, and you know, just watching you put all this together and the way you did, I think the coolest thing about your presentation was the fact that all of those folks, fortunately not either of us, but all of those folks were actual clients that you have done waxing for, and you know, you're helping them with their confidence and in their lives, and the same in return. And you've just done such a great job, and I'm just excited for you to see where it goes from here in the new space.
Okay, we have to talk about something. Now, the whole cohort, the whole program, Adam's been talking about this bet that I supposedly made to, I would get waxed on an arm or something like that. This is a bet that he made with himself. I have no part of it, but Linda, it's been great working with you. I think one of the things that I was impressed with the most is the dedication to her craft. Just, you know, working on this in this field with a larger business and just feeling like, you know, you can do this better, you can give people better service, and taking people's safety and, you know, their care, their health, all that into consideration and to another level. I respect that, and I was very impressed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's, you know, we talked about in building the presentation, you know, so sometimes there's a stigma here, you know, around your industry, and you spoke so eloquently and professionally to it. And just highlights, I mean, it's just so cool working with these entrepreneurs, because you just learn so much being around these guys and learning what they do and some of the cool stuff going on here in Northwest Ohio. You know, Linda, I know it was, I know you persevered and came through a lot, especially putting those financials together, as my friend Linda at the library says, kind of putting that together and making it come off seamless. So great job. And
good luck with the tattoo portion of the business. That was something I learned that I didn't know about, that waxing can make your tattoos more vibrant. That just seems pretty cool. And
we'll start with some tattoo refresh and we go from there.
Listen, see, he starts this, he finishes it. I have nothing to do with it. That's how it usually works.
Great job, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's anything better I can say about Alex and Rosemary than the amount of tamales eaten. The amount of tamales eaten by, I'm guilty here. I mean, this is, I'm equally guilty here. We have our guys from Win House listening in the office, but man, your guys' food is really good, and we're able to try some new stuff. Like I said, there was, I'll just put the over under probably 1,000 tamales consumed in the last 12 weeks. But man, you know, and not only just how good the food is, and I think that came through. I think you did a great job of that coming through. But you know, Alex, you're overcoming, you're, you know, wanting to get up in front of people and talk. Your presentation came off great. The pictures of the food were great. Rosemary's probably already getting ready for the restaurant to get hammered with customers tomorrow. But man, we are really looking forward to you getting into some food trucks, maybe at some point having your own, and really expanding what you guys are doing. But you really embrace the process of working on your business. You know, Alex was too humble to say, but they've come a long way building their business here. We have some preferred partners who are working on some scaling with them already before the program's even over. So, you know, good stuff. Kenny.
Good job on the presentation. Alex, one thing I liked about Alex during the program is learning about just his energy. I feel like not a lot of people I've met get the most out of the day, just with the amount of hours. Like you said in his presentation, he's a workaholic. And even in retirement, I still feel like you're gonna find a way to fill up those hours. No doubt, tamales are amazing. I experienced my first tamale coma. That was a good thing. I'm definitely gonna go back for sure. Some of the words that I've heard from others is that Alex has just impressed them with his long-term vision and his goals, and that he's very generous. So if I'm hearing that you're very generous, that means you're going to be generous with the tamales. Like, please come on when I come in there next time. But it's been great. Good luck to you. And I'm sure that we're going to be hearing a lot more from Tex-Mex and Alex going forward.
Yeah. Very well done. Congrats, Alex. We will be in Thursday for tamales. John, great job, man. While I was watching, this is the first time I've seen John's presentation fully loaded, and I just kept thinking to myself, man, your skills, your talent show through, your personality shows through, and John, I envy your talent, number one, but I envy what you put in and what you got out of this class. Hopefully, you've really battled through a lot of stuff, business and personal, in the last couple of years, and man, it's just so fun, and I feel fortunate to be even a tiny percent of one small piece of your success in all this, but you do great work. It speaks for itself. I mean, your client list speaks for itself, and man, I'm just really proud of you and excited for you.
Yeah, John, great job. I really admire John's story. And just really, when it comes to building something, or the saying started from the bottom, like starting with a computer that barely works and using restaurant Wi-Fi to launch your business, and even turning a profit, that's pretty impressive. So to see that and where you are now, that's amazing. I also really respect and admire just the way that he just pushes forward. I know, especially in design, and a lot of you designers out there, I can relate as well. Things come last minute, things change, all types of crazy things happen, and can derail your day, but just keep getting through it. And I just love seeing John rise, and that's been what's taking place over the last 12 weeks.
Yeah, cool to see you, kind of build the brand while you scale what you're able to do. And I'm excited to see, how that kind of comes through as you grow your business. I mean, it's good stuff. Congratulations, John. Very, very well done. Last and certainly not least, Miss Deb Wilkins from Little Tots Transport. Man, what a great story. I mean, I just, doing good for people in the community, especially kids in the community. I have to read you what one of her advisors said about her, because there's just no better way to sum it up. So bear with me for a second. I thought I had it loaded, but very, very great and apropos words from Amy. Deb's heart and true passion for starting her company and the work she does really shows with every interaction you have with her. During the cohort, Deb was juggling being a mother to her own children with special needs while dealing with the effects of COVID, running and pivoting her business, all while committing to the impact program. And she did so with grace and positivity. She is consistently upbeat and really wants the best for her customers and for her kids. They are top of mind with every decision she makes. there's nothing more to say than that. It's, you know, it speaks for itself. And Deb, it really came through in the presentation. You battled through a lot this cohort and this year, as did everybody, but I know you did. And you know, I keep saying it, but I mean it. I mean, we are so proud of you and everything you're doing for your kids and in our community.
Nice words by Amy. I just always love the stories of people who got in the business they're in because it was the business they needed. And that was Deb's story, just needed it, made it happen, and really looking forward to what's coming next. And I know you have big goals, so keep pushing towards them, and hoping to hear good things about you in the future.
Yeah. All right, well, we are going to, I think we have a little video prepared for you. One of the things about this impact program that is just so special, and I think a lot of you probably know this, but one of the things that's so special about this impact program is the community that's been created around our entrepreneurs and our graduates of the first 3 cohorts. It's been an adventure. We did 2 cohorts our first year live in Toledo. Our 3rd cohort, many of you may be wondering, and some of you probably know from being on, but our 3rd cohort wasn't even able to have a showcase because it was right in the middle of the kind of the start of the shutdown and COVID and all that. And you know, it's and it was an adventure, but we are very lucky to have some involvement from, you know, our previous graduates, referring clients to them. Several of our people in this cohort right now were referred by other graduates. So I mean, we just have an awesome community developing around these graduates, and I want to give a shout out to our previous grads. If I'm sure you're probably all out there listening, but we really seeing the progress you guys have made and seeing it come full circle with you referring new folks is just really cool. So.
Yes, and I hear we have
This cohort. I am Jara Stewart, the owner and operator of Jara's Heavenly Sweet Bakery. I just want to congratulate you. I want to say you have done a great job. I know that you've learned so much and you're excited and you're nervous, but don't be nervous because you can tell your story the best. Congratulations. I'm proud of you, and break a leg.
Hi, my name is Karen Hoskins from Divine Printing. I am a graduate from the 3rd cohorts program at Jumpstart. I would like to congratulate you guys on finishing the business program at Jumpstart. Awesome program. I'm sure you guys learned a lot, but what I would like to tell you is that after graduating, there's still more to come with Jumpstart. They have so many aftercare programs for you, workshops, resources, whatever you need for your business, they are there for you. And anyone else who is trying to start a business or even already in business, I encourage you to get with the Jumpstart program. Awesome program. Thank you, Jumpstart.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Harper, and I'm the CEO of Eden Couture, where we do custom tailoring, dressmaking, and alterations. I want to take this time to congratulate the graduates and commend you on a job well done. You did it. I also want to take this time to encourage those of you who are in the audience to apply for the next cohort. There's so much you can learn from this program, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you.
Way, thanks. That's it really means a lot to hear what those guys say about the program. Nick actually tailored this sport coat right here up for me. He's always looking good, man. If you need some work done, man, then Jason, you gotta get with my man Nick. I mean, he does it up. Unmute yourself. Yeah, exactly. He knows.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love it. Well, hey, listen, thank you, judges, in advance. Again, thank you for everything you do for our community, for Jumpstart, for our entrepreneurs, and especially for tonight.
Yep.
Kenny, let's do this.
So we have some news to break. I want to thank everyone who has attended today. I want to thank all the entrepreneurs who participated in the 12-week program, and we learned a lot. I learned a lot about you, and we look forward to working together going forward and hope to see a lot of success. I'm going to announce the winners of the $2,500 awards. These are Nerdy Designs, Little Tots, Waxed in the Glass City, and Tex-Mex Tortilleria.
And that makes our winner Netra and Mo from Mo Hill Trash Out. So congratulations to them, and really great job and well-deserved, but really congratulations to everybody. I mean, this dealing with these folks. Well, hey, girl, there you go.
My dogs are even barking. These 5 entrepreneurs really battled through this crazy times, our first virtual showcase. So we have a lot of winners tonight, and we're just very, very excited for everybody. It's really been a great evening. Thank you guys so much. Here's the information for how to get in touch with us, how to get in touch with Impact. Feel free to reach out to us anytime. We're gonna go celebrate with all 5 of our entrepreneurs. Thank you again so much, Jumpstart team, for making this happen. Our judges, you're awesome. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Sandy, I did mention Thursday, so we look forward to seeing you at our events. We look forward to seeing you in our programming, and please connect with us anytime. Thank you so very much for being a part of this, and have a great night.
Good night.